welcome. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to stream. I hope you guys don't actually believe. It's totally not an April Fool's joke, guys. Totally my final stream ever. I'm never doing it again. Ever. No. Guys, it's called sarcasm. I want the clickbait, not clickbait. Here, I'll change it to say, where is it? Is it stream info? Ever. Wait. Ever. Not. Joke. Clickbait. Okay, I have to play into the day it is. I almost put like a little goofy hat on my model, but I didn't have enough time, like I didn't pre-plan it. So I didn't, it didn't come through, but I wanted to have like a silly hat on. So instead you get my totally not clickbait title. Yeah, guys, it's a joke. I hope you're aware it's a joke. Because I already posted my what was it called? My stream schedule. Like, there's more streams this month. Anyway, welcome to stream. We're doing challenge stuff today. We're gonna go through all the people who submitted. Just so you guys know, I also have like a new music setup, and I can't hear the music on my end, so I need you guys to tell me if the music is too loud, or if it's annoying, or you can't hear it at all. So like, you know, tell me tell me if the music is annoying or not hearable at all. I can't hear it, so I'm relying on you guys. Today we're going through the challenge. I have up here I have the subject and technique for March. I almost just forgot. 1 month. It's weird. Yeah, it's spooky. I was trying to listen to it earlier, and it sounded like it had weird reverb. Maybe it's not working. It like sounded staticky. Okay, so it wasn't just me. Okay, thank you for telling me, because it was staticky for me when I tested it earlier, and I couldn't fix it. And I don't know how to fix it. Maybe I just go back to maybe I just go back to the old music. Let me hear it on my end. Oh, it is staticky. It's staticky on my end, too. I don't know. It's like supposed to be part of my stream service that lets me do music. I usually play music, but it's usually very, very quiet because I play it through my speakers. But this is supposed to be built in. Way to not work. Okay, we'll go back to the old way. It was worth a shot. Remove. I'll pull up music the old-fashioned way. Because I don't like to be here in silence. I like there to be background sounds. Alright, how's it sound now, guys? Is it better? Better? Okay. Well, stick to the old-fashioned way. Okay. Well, it was was worth a shot. I guess I won't use it. It might be in beta. I don't know if the music system is really working. But, okay, let's talk about stream. So, challenge. It was, the subject was blooming, and the technique is texture. So I will like to tell you guys, I feel really bad. I forgot to post examples of, like, textured art. It's April Fool's. Yeah, it's joking me. But yeah, I forgot to post examples on the server of, like, texture in art. And I really should have done this because I noticed as people were submitting that a lot of people weren't actually doing any texture whatsoever. So there might be a lot of disqualifications because it just felt like people didn't understand what texture meant. So I'm going to explain it to you guys right now, and I feel really bad that I didn't do it earlier because it probably would have helped a lot of people to have had this discussion on texture. I, assume as always that if you're going into this and you don't know what something is, you're going to Google it. But I guess everyone doesn't know how Google works. But there was a really good video I found on YouTube a little too late that I posted in the server if anyone wants to watch it by a YouTuber called Mepity, where she talks about adding texture to your art because there's lots of ways to do it digitally. But I wanted to first show examples of like texture in paintings because this is kind of how it starts. I mean, I have the Van Gogh here. So like if we look at Starry Night, like already the idea is basically it should feel like I can touch this and feel it, right? Like if I was to reach my hand out and actually touch this painting, I would feel the paint on it, right? Like the texture itself doesn't literally need to be like feeling like a tree, but it has to feel like it has, a feeling to it, right? So obviously Van Gogh's work is like so textured. Everything he does is like each stroke is purposeful. He's amazing. He's one of the best artists, and like for a reason, because his work is masterful and he is super textured. And this is like the Impressionist era that he was in, and I have a Monet painting as well. So here's a Monet, which is another Impressionist. So like all the Impressionist painters are like super texture heavy, and if we like look at the grass, it feels like you could touch that grass. Even the clouds feel like they have a texture to it, right? Like you could reach out and touch it and feel the clouds. You can feel the wind on this person, on her dress. You can feel the fabric, right? Yeah, Impressionism is amazing for this. So this is like the masters, obviously. So I'm not expecting you guys to be making master paintings. But this is a great example of texture. So if you Google textured art, this is like this first stuff that comes up. So, here we go. I have another example. If you look up textured digital art, you get these like cubes that people have done. And this will show you what texture looks like digitally, where you, again, it feels like if I reached out, I could touch these cubes and feel these cubes, right? Somebody painted this digitally. Like this fabric right here, like I feel like I could touch it. That Lego looks like a real Lego. Like the food feels like food because I feel like I could feel it through the screen, right? And that's texture. And here's another cube. These are circles, sorry. Circles and cubes. But again, wood, right? These words are textures. Like when you talk about texture, right? A lot of time you think of textiles, right? Like feeling and fabric and stuff like that. So in art classes, whenever you talk about texture in art, we're talking about how do we show texture? How do we show wood? How do we show sand? How do we show water? How do we show grass? How do we show, these things that have a feeling to it? That is it. That is texture. So I highly suggest you guys go watch this video by Mepity. I posted it in the server. I can post it right now in this channel. This is the thumbnail for it. I'm kind of obsessed with it because it's a lot of like because I used to have this phase where I had a phase where I I put texture on all of my art, like back in high school. Watch this video, guys. Save it to your watch later. And I used to do this thing where I would just, like, get a picture online. Like, I would Google wood texture. And then I would put a clipping mask over all my art and, like, lower the opacity. And it would give a texture to my art. You know? So, we may, as we go through, find that I have to disqualify a lot of people because I don't feel the art. And I will again say, this is my fault. I usually give you guys examples in the server. Like, so I goofed up because I had midterms for, like, 2 weeks. 2 weeks of midterms and writing, and, like, I literally just wrote. I don't want to talk about my homework. It's too much homework. Don't go to graduate school, guys. Don't do it. It's, like, not worth the pain. But I ended up writing a lot of midterms and not sleeping very much, so I forgot to post examples for you guys, which is also why I canceled the stream for last month. So we'll see how it goes. Today we're gonna look through everybody's. I'm just gonna talk about everyone's as we always do normally. But I will have a bias towards the art that makes me feel like I can touch it, if that makes sense, right? I will still praise you for your good work. But you may not win if I don't feel like I can touch your art. Alright. With that out of the way, sorry for the confusion. But, you guys ready for this? Let's do it. Okay. I know, I like to leave it up to you guys to, like, interpret it as you wish, but, like, some of the words, like, next month, well, you guys should already know what it is if you're in the challenge we go a second time. Yeah, actually, one of my, moderators thought of bringing texture back for another one because it felt like a lot of people didn't get it. So I agree. I love textured art. So I think it would be a cool one to bring back. I totally agree, Flying Carp. But with that in mind, we're going to go through this. Yeah, I was going to say, some words, when it related to art specifically, like, unless I outright say, like we had line weight or centered composition, where it's, like, so obvious what you need to focus on, right? Like, because I'm, you know, putting one specifically into one, like, if it's gonna be, like, specific, like you're saying line texture, like, if I would have put the word line texture. I wouldn't just say texture, right? I would specify if I wanted line texture. The word texture, you know, a lot of these words, especially, like, next month, you guys voted for surrealism, and there is only one meaning to surrealism, right? So in art terms, like, some people, in art terms, some words have a specific meaning when talking about art. So, again, my bad for not giving you guys examples. I wish I gave you examples. If I had posted, I bet you if I had posted that Van Gogh painting, y'all would have gotten it so quickly. Okay, next time we're gonna bring textured back because I like textures. Let's do this discussion then, shall we? Okay, I'm gonna put the art on the screen, and I need to see if anybody wrote anything. Where is monthly challenge? And then we'll do voting. Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited. I will say, I'm kind of, like, shocked you guys voted for surrealism. That was not the thing I thought this server would have voted for. I really thought you guys were gonna go for, humor. I thought humor was gonna win. You guys shocked me by picking surrealism. I mean, I like it. I love surrealism. But it's not the expected thing. Okay. You guys ready? Let's do it. I'm really excited to see how you guys interpret surrealism, because it's so like, surreal is so weird, Like, I love surreal. It's cool. I like being weirded out. Okay, where's my poll? Making a poll. Okay, so this is from, I have to make things open. This is from user ADHD Yuli? I think that's their name. Okay, so if you guys remember, you guys are going to vote on how much you think that this should win, basically. There are some criterias on the screen, but you can also go off your personal feelings about the artwork. Okay. So we got this traditional drawing of this character. So we got blooming and we got texture. I will say, I wish this picture was a higher quality. I wish we cropped into just this. Like, I don't need to see the background. I wish you cropped it to just, like, you took a picture and just posted this. This is already, you know, focusing in here. You know? And then blooming, yeah, we got the flowers. I think it's interesting because blooming as a word, we all usually think of flowers, but it doesn't have to relate to flowers. Like, to bloom is an action that flowers do, but, like, people can bloom, right? You know? Oh no, Crow looked up surrealism and found AI? No! One of my professors is pro AI. She's an art teacher. She's pro AI, and every time she talks about it, I want to slam my head against the wall. Like, multiple times she's asked us, like, our thoughts on AI, and I straight up told her I hate it. And she was like, oh, interesting. And then I gave her my spiel about why I hate it, and she did not enjoy that I did not agree with her. She doesn't like me. I don't agree with her with a lot of things, and because of that, she does not enjoy me. She always... Anyway. How? I don't know. She's, like, 50 and out of touch. She's teaching a bunch of, like, people who are going to teach inner city kids in New York City. And she, like, spends her free time, like, at the bougie Chelsea galleries and, like, going to the Netherlands for fun. Like, no one I know who works with me in my department has the money to even step foot outside of the U.S., let alone the Netherlands every single year. Like, come on. She's really out of touch. I don't know who let her teach New York City schools, but she shouldn't. Okay. So let's talk about this. People voted 2 on this. So prompts again. Texture, you know, I think I can see like some texture here. It's again, the picture quality is not helping me. I really wish it was a better quality picture so I could see it more. Damn. Guys gotta take good pictures of your traditional art. There's some other traditional art that is posted that's looks good. Unique, I don't know if it's the most unique. It's a person with some flowers on their head. I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of flowers as we go through. So, you know, let's see. Overall execution. Again, I don't know, maybe it's just a low quality picture, but it just feels low quality, and it's like, I wish the picture was better. Take a better picture if you're watching this. ADHD Yulia. Take a better picture and then post it. Because I want to see this artwork. It's just, ugh. Gotta learn how to take photography of your art, guys. It's really helpful. Okay. Let's move this over. Especially if you guys like are gonna submit portfolio work for like a college or something. You need to learn how to take pictures. I don't know, is there a discussion about AI art in the chat? Oh god. Oh no. Lambie says AI's fun to look at, but anyone who finds it respectful or cringe. Wow. Yes, Casseroli, there was an artist who submitted AI art to an art challenge and won, and then they didn't get discovered that there was AI until after they won. It was a big deal. This was like right when the whole AI art thing started. Concept, ethics, I agree. Yeah. Lots of bad stuff. Okay, let's do the next one, guys. So we have Casserole here, who's in chat. Alright. Let's do it. Oh, speaking of AI, do you guys know about that manga artist who started making AI art and posting it to Twitter? I think it's the Rent-A-Girlfriend manga artist. I think. Yeah, he's like into AI now, and he's like, this will make my manga creation faster. I hate it. I hate it here. I mean, it's not like that manga was good to begin with, but like that manga artist is like just getting out of hand now. Okay. Yeah, no, Rent-A-Girlfriend is not good, but like this is crazy. Some manga artists gotta stop. They just gotta stop. Okay. All right. So this is Casserole. Did they say anything? It's a D&D homeroom thing. Okay. It's a D&D character. Okay. So, yeah, this definitely has texture. I feel like I can touch these leaves. 100%. Good job. And then blooming. I mean, we got lots of flowers going on here. It's like a fall theme. A fall spring theme, I guess. Yeah, it fits. It fits. Oh, got 3. Interesting. Do you guys know what's coming? Unique. That's hard as of now. I have to remember what everyone else's look like. But this one doesn't involve like a flower as the main point, so I think that does help make it unique. Because a lot of them focus on flowers as the centerpiece. Yeah, and then execution, I think you did a great job. This is a really nice drawing. I like lineless that you did here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have much else to say. Good job, Casserole. Yay. Alright. Who's next? We got Jaden next. Got a drawing of Nahida. Your best attempt at digital painting? Yeah, you did a killer job. You should paint more. Okay, Jaden says a drawing of Nahida, God of Nature, related to blooming, plants, and then, okay. Let's vote. This is Jaden. Okay, so prompts, blooming, sure. I am not really feeling the texture. It just feels like you just used a textured brush, but did not then fully commit to making it feel textured. It just feels like, just feels sketchy, but not textured, if that makes sense. I don't know if anyone in chat disagrees with me. You're welcome to disagree with me. But I'm not, like, really feeling the texture of this work, as in, like, I could touch it. But it is blooming, so I'll give you that, because Nahida's whole thing. I do know Genshin. Unique? Yeah, it's unique. It focuses on a character. We haven't had that, like a character whose whole thing is blooming, you know? And then, yeah, I mean, it's a good drawing. It's well executed. A 3. Wow, you guys are, like, harsh today on each other. you guys are lowballing each other today. What is happening? Alright. Cool. I don't know. I think it's good. I don't know if it's like as textured, especially comparative to some other ones we're gonna be seeing. But it's a great drawing of Nahida. I don't know what else to say. Sometimes there's only so much I can say. Alright. Boop. Let's keep going. Who's next? Coco's next. Coco here? Coco tends to be here sometimes. Alright, let's see. Wanted to depict their character after he was banished. He felt depressed and upset and spent time crying before deciding to sleep it for a bit, as in 1,000 years of sleep. Then he wakes up still sad. Wow. While he was asleep, flowers bloomed. Interesting. He was just holding a skull he found next to him, contemplating how he got betrayed. When he got banished, he tried to fight back, and that's why he lost an eye. All around him are poppies blooming. They symbolize death, sleep, and rebirth. Anyway, had a lot of fun. They added halftones, which I'll talk about, because halftones are not actually a texture. And screen tones. Okay. Cool, let's do a poll. Start. Oh, Coco is here. Hello, Coco. Okay. Oh yeah, some of you, if you guys are looking up surrealist, examples, don't just look for the word surrealism. Look up, like, surrealism artists, or famous surrealism artists, or things like that. That will lead you to actual artists, so you'll stop getting AI when you look it up. I mean, like, if you want to start anywhere, Salvador Dali, he's, like, the lead surrealism guy. I'll probably end up posting his work in the server when the time comes. But, like, yeah, look for actual, like, keywords in your search. Put some keywords in your Google searches. Okay. Oh, did y'all forget Dali's name? He's the OG. Y'all should watch, he did a animated short film with, Walt Disney. It's really good. I've shown it to my students a couple times. Y'all should watch that. Great surrealism, and also animated. So, look up the Salvador Dali, Walt Disney film. I don't know the name of it, but watch it. It's great. I've seen it multiple times. Okay. So, blooming, yes. 100%. However, so here's the thing with, like, halftones and screen tones. They're not a texture. They're a shading technique. They're used in manga to show, like, shading and, like, gradient work, but it's not a texture. So that's the only thing. Same thing with cross-hatching. It's another shading technique. It's not a texture. It's really well done. This is super well done, but I don't think it's a texture, sadly. You know what I mean? Enna is surrealist. Yes, Enna is a surrealism piece of work. Y'all can just watch Enna. We're all just talking about surrealism now. We're off track. Anyway, I think this is gorgeous. And I missed the poll. I gotta go back. But, yeah, there's a lot of people who did halftones and screen tones. Yeah, they're not textures, guys. They're, like, if you guys know about the reasoning behind why halftones and screen tones exist, it's, like, something that you would physically cut out of your, like, you get in manga, they would get, these, like, pieces of paper that are just covered with dots, and you would glue it onto your paper, like your drawing of your manga, and then you take an X-Acto knife and you cut out the screen tones and it would fill it in. They still do it this way. Most mangas are still done traditionally, and that's how they add the screen tones. So it's like shading. It's not really a texture. So yeah. Just a history of screen tones and halftones for you guys. Same thing with cross-hatching. It's a shading technique that ink artists use to shade. You know. Oh, you guys don't know the history of screen tones? You guys should watch. Like, you should learn about how mangas are made because it's really cool. It's all traditional work, really. Very few are digital now. Like even today. Like sometimes they'll do their like color spreads digitally. Like I know sometimes they'll like draw the sketches on digital so they can move things around and get the composition right, but then they'll do the actual, like they'll print it out and like trace the final colored version and do that traditionally. So it's like they're kind of doing digital, but mostly it's still traditional art. It's all ink. You guys should. I'm really into really into Japanese stationery. I love Japanese stationery, so I've learned a lot about how they do these things because their stationery is so good. So they're able to like their pens and stuff are just so good. So they're able to like do these things. Yeah, and then with cross hatching, like if you guys know Shel Silverstein's work, he's an amazing cross hatcher and hatching work. But again, he uses it to shade because they're only using ink. So it's like one dark color and they're using it as a shading technique. Yeah, we're learning some art history today, guys. Anyway, I think this is a great drawing, and it says a lot about your character. The only thing is I don't think it's textured. But yeah. Good job, Coco. It looks great. Right. Comics use halftones? Yes. Yeah, we used halftones in America too. 100%. I mean, it's a comic making technique. It's like how it started. But yeah. I think it had to do with like the printers or something about the halftones. Don't quote me on that. But like the mass production of the printing was easier when the shadows were done with dots instead of fully colored in. And also like you had like one black, like the amount of dots you put next to each other will make it darker. So like the more dots, the darker it is, just like with the more lines with halftone, you know, would be more. Yeah, I don't know. It's something to do with how bad our technology used to be. I don't know. That's how most things are. Yeah, use less ink, 100%. Yeah, definitely how it started. Okay, let's move on to Kloneko. Alright. Look at us. We're having like a whole art history discussion today. Made it look paper cut, self-indulgent, beautiful. Alright, thank you for sharing. Let's do a poll. This is Kloneko. Ooh. Sorry. I don't know why it's crackling. Okay. Alright, so we have blooming and textured. So we have these flowers, and zoom please. Thank you. Yes, those are just flower PNGs. Cool. And then yeah, this is so textured. I could totally reach out and touch this and feel paper. This is very similar to how I used to do textured art, where it's like you draw the thing with the color and then you put the clipping mask of the texture on top of it. I used to texture my art this way a lot. Yeah, this is good. I like this one. It's like a subtle texture, but it's a texture. And I like the photograph as the background with the texture over it too. Also adds to it. I don't know. This is very well thought out on how to use texture. And again, everyone's going lineless. They have like 2 lineless. 3. You guys are so harsh grading today. Okay. Unique. It may not be the most unique with just the flower coming over the face. I think we've seen like 3 flowers on the face so far. But it is really well executed. Really good attention to the shapes and, you know, the smoothness of the shapes and the like drop shadow over the pieces to make it feel like paper. It feels unique stylistically. I agree. Yeah. I think the subject matter maybe not, but the style is very unique. I think this is really well done. I like this one a lot. I like the color palette. It's like all yellows and oranges throughout. It feels well put together. Good job. More. Okay. Alright. Next we have Sunny. Let's keep going. Okay. Did Sunny write anything? Initially was drawn more punk or alt fashion. It was just a fashion drawing, and then they turned it into a submission. Love to see it. Okay, so this is Sunny. Oh. Okay, let's take a little peek. Yeah, this is, well, one, blooming. We have the flower, right? We got the purple and the yellow, so we have complementary colors. Like it, like it. And this is texture. This is interesting because you're using halftones, but you're using it with other textures, right? Like the paper, it has like a paper texture over the whole thing going on here. So the halftones aren't the texture part, it's whatever else is going on here in the middle. That's the texture. And the halftones are like a great way to like make our eye not look there. It feels like you thought a lot about it because you put the halftones only in one spot, right? You didn't cover the whole thing with them. Instead, they are just like used as a gradient kind of to make the background. It's like a blurring technique with the background, pretty much. It's well put together. I like this one. I got a 4. Nice. Okay. If you want more contrast, whoa. That's crazy. Pop it out even more. Yeah, unique. Yeah, we haven't seen anyone sitting on the flower. The flower is the background element, like, itself. The zoom in, close up on it. And yeah, it's definitely really well executed. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This is a good one, for sure. Checks all the boxes. Alright. Cool. I like it. I like the use of complementary colors. It's funny, we had the 2 yellows back to back, but one of them has the purple in it to, like, pop out. Alright. Who's next? Next we have Joopy. Joopy. What does it say? So this character, who we are looking at, is a half-elf that ran away from nobility and decided to gain her life as an artist. Just like her uncle. Eventually she ended up making an alliance with a guild, and while they were investigating some ruins, she decided to use her magic to ask the flowers what happened. The thing was blooming and decided to use a peaceful moment of the character sat down on the ground, some plants blooming. They ask for help in DMs a lot. Love it. Okay. Alright. Let's do a poll. This is Joopy. Okay. So we got prompts, blooming. We have the flower focus. Yes. Okay. And then we have the texture. This one's interesting. It's like, there is texture here, but it doesn't feel like the texture is doing anything purposeful. If you notice, like, there's like these random spots of like textured space going on, like especially with the leaves on the flower, on the bushes, right? It's like it looks like you ran a textured brush over the whole thing. And again, we have the screen tones and stuff. But the textures should be used as, like, part of the thing itself. Like, again, going back to Van Gogh, let me pull up his picture again. Like if we look at how he textures his tree comparative to how these leaves are textured, right? Like the strokes of Van Gogh's tree are purposeful in its direction, right? In like the quality of it and like how much we're seeing of it in order to form the tree. And then the leaves here in the background have like splotches of texture that don't seem to be serving a purpose to the final product. So while, yes, it has texture, I don't know if the texture is doing anything important to the piece. Like, I feel like if you got rid of the texture, it would still look good. You know what I mean? It doesn't add anything to the piece. If you don't agree with me, feel free to say so in chat, but that's how I'm feeling right now. Oh, someone says she's blending in a bit to the background. That's funny compared to the last one where you guys thought she was super popping out. And this one got a 4. But yeah, okay. I can see that. Yeah, she has very similar colors to the background. Maybe blurring the background a little more. Like these trees that are far away. If we had blurred them behind her, it could have helped her pop out. Maybe not making all the flowers in the bush so detailed. If we had a few more, whose was it? Is it this one? Cass's? Where Cass has, like, the implication of flowers, right? Maybe if we did that instead of showing all the individual flowers, we could see, like, space a little better. It would feel farther away, the bushes, because they aren't so detailed. Just some ideas. As a drawing, though, this is really good. I love the scene. She feels like she's sitting in this scene, which is hard to do. It's hard to make a character believably in a location, and you did a good job there. Unique, it's definitely unique. Yeah, we haven't seen something like this yet. I don't think we will see something like this again. Yeah, that's all I got. If anyone in chat has anything else to say, that's what I have to say. Good job, Droopy. Yay. Moving on. Burp. Okay. Got a few more. There wasn't too many this month, which is fine by me. Makes my life easier. When there's too many, it's hard to pick. Alright, we got one from Corin Creates. Let's see what Corin has to say. Something a bit more unique with the lighting in the background. Hope you like it. I do like it. I do like this a lot, Corin. Corin has been, like, stepping out of their comfort zone for these submissions. They've been really good. Alright, let's put a poll in. Start. Okay. So, blooming. This big flower that's glowing. I like that a lot. What a cool composition here. And then, texture. Interesting. You know, because we have some screen tones. Corin always puts a chromatic aberration on their artwork every time. And yes, there is an emoji for chromatic aberration. If you would subscribe, I have my own. But I don't know if I don't know. The trees feel textured. It's hard to tell. I think maybe the chromatic aberration is actually taking away from me being able to interpret this piece a little bit. I wonder if they have a version without it that they can also share, because I'd like to see it. Oh, there they go. The emojis have begun. But, like, I love to see this without that, because it might make it easier to see the texture. I think it's taking away from the textured the background feels like it's got something going on, but I can't see it right now. Yeah, I want to see it. Otherwise, this is nicely done. I like the... I wonder if it has to be to the left. If instead we could move, you know, kind of crop it in a little more. I wonder if it would... It feels like there's just a lot of empty space. And like... I don't know. I'm thinking like if this like dark area was just pulled a little closer, like would that make a difference? I don't want to cut her leg off, but I don't know. I feel like maybe if the trees were kind of like making a big circle around her and like the dark areas were like circling her and then she was glowy. I don't know. That's my thought. It just feels like there's a lot of wasted space on the right that I wish you used for something. But I do think this is one of your strongest pieces, Corin. This is super well done. Yeah, it's definitely unique and it's really well executed. So I just want to. I want you to post the non-chroma version. I want to see it. All right. Cool. Who's next? Star Timer. Okay. Oh, this one's cool. Alright. They say this is a hot mess. I think it's more of a collage than a texture, but I don't know. Collage can have texture on it. Had the drawing for weeks waiting. I wanted to put real flowers in it. Love it. I love using natural stuff. But when the month started, none of the flowers appeared. Oh no! Well, it's April now. Hopefully the flowers come out. And so they made origami flowers instead. I mean, that's a great way to go about it, I think. I think if you did have real flowers, this would have been, like, crazy. But I think we get the vibes with the origami. Maybe when the flowers start coming out, you retake the picture with real flowers this time. You, like, recreate it. Because I hope you still have all the pieces. Alright. Full time. Bam. Here we go. So. Awesome. I like this a lot. We got the pencil shavings for like little flower. Oh, that's cute. I like the thought that went into this. The pencil shavings is a great touch. So, yeah, I love traditional art. We got, of course, with a little origami. Yeah, this has texture. I mean, this cardboard you put back, or paper, whatever's behind it, this brown piece, or tissue paper maybe, that's like super textured, right? And the moon, or whatever, I think that's supposed to be the moon, right? I think it's the moon. Well, whatever this is, the way you painted it is textured. There's texture here. Yeah. It's a lot easier to make something textured when it's traditional art. It's like, it's built into the art itself, you know? So, it's hard to mess it up. Okay. Woo, you got a 5. Wow, people like this one a lot. Congrats. Unique, yeah, this is unique, 100%. And then, execution, yeah. This is super well executed. Everything feels thought out. Even, like, including pieces that are, like, off the picture. I know you had another picture you posted. I only took one of them. That was more of a close-up. But even the way you took the picture is a great composition. Like, you're cropping... You're not afraid to crop out stuff. Or, like, put it at a weird angle. Like, the picture of the close-up you sent is, like, at a weird angle. Yeah, it's great. I like it a lot. I think you did a really good job. This is great work. And you finally drew on non-lined paper. Look at you. See? I knew you had paper that wasn't lined. Good job. Alright. Here we go. We're almost done, guys. Okay, next we have... Oh, did I forgot to download it? Shoot. I forgot to download this. Unless my number system is off. Oh, yeah, I just forgot to. I did forget to download this one. Okay. My bad, my bad. Okay, this is from Flying Carp? Yeah, it is Flying Carp. Okay. I forgot to put it on my computer. Carp. Boop. This one's so fun. It's giving me JoJo's. Right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm getting huge JoJo's Bizarre Adventure vibes from, like, this outfit, the way, the style of the art itself. It's, yeah. I like it. I like this a lot. Tried to do a mock magazine cover. The idea is, like, a puffer jacket inspired by a rose. Overlays, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. This is great. This is so cool. It's inspired by fashion magazines, and so is JoJo. I mean, you are correct. I mean, JoJo's characters are the most fashionable. Alright, let's do a poll. Flying Carp. Alright. So. Bloom, yes. I mean, like, what an outfit. That is crazy. It feels like I would see this on, like, one of those crazy runway walks of, like, clothing that no one actually ever wears. They just make them for people to walk down the runway, and then you never see them in the retail store because it doesn't make sense to buy them. It's giving that vibe. It's perfect. Texture's interesting. Again, we have halftones here, screen tones here. We have a few moments here of, like, this, like, flower going on from this, like, tree that's behind it. But I'm not, like, really feeling like I can touch it. It feels more like a photograph. And photographs are very smooth, you know, when you touch them. There's not much texture to a photograph. But I feel like the thought is there. I feel like this is an amazing work of art. Oh, five. Oops. Unique, yeah, this is so unique and so well executed. There's just, like, this is such a good piece of work. And again, people are doing lineless art again, which is crazy. I like this. I like this lineless trend. That is definitely a technique we can do, is lineless. That's one I've been thinking about. Because lineless is not everyone's forte. Yeah, I think this is super well done. Yeah, 10-10 concept, I agree. What is happening? Yeah, I wish there was more texture. Like, maybe if you put, like, some sort of texture over the whole thing that was, like, a paper texture, then it felt like a physical magazine that I am holding in my hands. If you put, like, a paper texture over the whole thing, then it would, like, 1000% be textured. And it also wouldn't, like, mean you have to go in and, like, texture every little piece. You just put a final texture over the whole thing. It would definitely make it papery. But yeah, I think this is sick. I don't know. Post this if you haven't, because it's cool. Yeah. A+. A+. Okay. Almost done. We got Kick next. This one's cool and more traditional art again. New poll. Oh, did they write? Oh, they wrote something. Okay. It is a Coccolithophore. Oh, I'm gonna say that wrong. Coccolithophore? Oops. I can't say it. It's a spherical cell. It's a single-celled organism that are, like, phytoplankton in the plankton community. Oh, they wrote some stuff down here. Coccolithores are a one-celled marine plant, plankton. We're learning some science today, guys. That live in a large number of the upper layers of the ocean. Coccolithores surround themselves with microscopic plating made of limestones, end up looking like hubcaps, individually called coccoliths. Each coccolith is 3/1000 of a millimeter. They're very tiny. Trillions come together, change the water's color. Ooh. These blemishes are so large from space, they're called their bloom. Ah! Look at you taking some science. See, now that's a cool interpretation of it. I like the taking bloom to a whole different meaning. Start poll. Poll is going. Alright. These blooms can increase our plant's albedo, the amount of light reflected into space. Okay. Increased albedo, or is albedo? I don't know how to pronounce anything. I'm sorry. Contributes to less heat in our atmosphere. These microscopic planktons have some negatives. They're great contributors to our Earth system. Okay, and then we have this little painting of what it looks like, and I googled what it looks like, and this is literally what it looks like. So good job on your representation of it. So bloom, yeah, this is such a cool take on it. What a great idea. Texture, yeah, I can see it. I mean, again, with traditional, it's hard to not get texture because it's traditional art, but I can see like the paper texture that it's on. It feels like a physical piece of paper. Even like it looks like you put it on. It feels like I'm in like like at a science fair, and you know how like people have those big cork boards that they like put all their information on, and they hang all the like pictures and like the writing on at a science fair. It feels like this is on that board, right, with the like board behind it, even the paper behind it. Again, this is a good example of another good picture taking of traditional art. It's important to take good pictures of your art. Oh, it's got a 5. Yeah, I think this is super cute. And such a I like this take. Like the most unique of them all, for sure. Yay. All right, I think we have like one more. Is this the last one? Uh-oh. Yes. Yeah, this is the last one. Okay. Here we go. This is Lambie. Oh, they wrote something. Okay, it's fan art of Jingwan from Star Rail. Oh, I see it, you know? Yeah, that is him. In the game, there's a region called the Shensho Lofu, which population are born immortal in exchange for eventually becoming monsters. This is an AU where he is part of the... Yes, I know the lore of Star Rail. What an update the last one was. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't played the last update to Star Rail, but damn, it was... Oof, it was great. I liked it a lot. What a story they're telling over there. I think the story is better than Genshin. But, you know. Oh no, Cass really got spoiled. I'm sorry. I don't want to be it for you. I don't want to spoil for you. It's great. The last update was so good. Anyway. Oh no, Lambie, if you listen, you can hear my wrist screaming. Oh no. I think this is awesome. I hope you posted this somewhere, because I think people would love this drawing. His voice actor, who also voices Sino in Genshin, what's his name? He's also a VTuber. Sayu. I don't remember his real name. Anyway, his voice actor like always loves art of his characters. If you tag him, he will totally say something. So like, you should tag him if you have Twitter. He would love this. It's really well done. Okay, let's do poll. Did I do poll? I didn't do poll. Let's do poll. Alright, Lambie. 1, 2. Start. Okay. So, blooming, yes, we got the bloom here with the flowers again. The themes from the game. Oh, is my picture low quality? Oh no, that sucks. And then texture, there's like subtle texture going on here. I can see it. I wonder, I don't know why my picture is such low quality. Oh, because it's a JPEG. That's why it's low quality. Okay, well, I'm looking at it on my preview instead of on Photoshop. Because my preview version of it on my computer, it looks nicer. But But if I like get really close, there is definitely some sort of texture going on in all of the white space. It's so subtle though. So like, yes, there's texture, and the background has a texture too. But I wonder if like it would do to have it a little more strong. You know what I mean? Like the texture be even more noticeable. Ooh, you were inspired by ink scroll paintings? Oh, I just had to write a whole test about art history. Ugh, don't, test writing sucks, guys. Especially about art. It's just like, here's a picture. Tell me what you see in the picture. Like, what is this picture? And it's just like a paint. It's like the Mona Lisa. And it's like, who painted this? That's literally the test I just wrote. But there were some, like, scrolls, that I did as well. Let's get a picture of an ancient scroll. Yeah, give me a good one, like nice texture. Alright, look at that. So even if we look at this, gonna do a 10-page paper on art movements. Yeah, it's one thing to take them. Writing, it's so hard to write tests. Like, I didn't realize how difficult it was to like write a test until I had to write my own tests. Because you have to be so careful on how you word things and like what you're asking for. Because one wrong wording and you've just screwed everyone over, including yourself. Ugh, I hate writing tests. Okay, so we have this, like, actual scroll here, and then yours. Even this, like, the thing about the scrolls is they're so old, so they've become, like, worn down over time. So if you could somehow get that, like, worn texture onto yours, I think it would read as a scroll, like, super well. It could literally just be, like, finding a picture of a scroll and, like, literally stealing, like, if I go like this and I just steal like a section of it. I just steal a section of it, like this, and I just like blow it up. I steal this. Hopefully you find a better quality than me, and then I just throw some stuff on it. This is usually how I do. Ooh, even that looks sick. I mean, I can lower the opacity, but like, playing with this, the vibes multiplies a lot. Even that already, it's starting to get a little older looking, right? I literally just stole a piece of this art. But yeah, you can. I love playing with the oh my god, I just had a mind fart. The layer styles. That's the word I'm looking for. Like, playing with the layer styles to find, like overlay looks cool. What was the one I had before? Saturation looks cool. Like, playing with the layer styles and, like, finding something that looks cool with your color. It may make your colors different, but it will, like, add a cool effect to it. And, like, playing with the opacity, too. But, yeah, like, making it feel more old would definitely, like, really boost the texture to it, too. But this is a really well done piece. I like this drawing a lot. It has the texture, it's got a unique thing, and it's really well executed, and you did a good job. That was it. That was the last one. Yay! I'm planning on redrawing it. A lot of things you can do better. What? I don't know if you have to fully redraw it completely, but you could, like, go back to it and keep working on it. You spent so much time on that. It looks really good. I wouldn't fully redraw it. Your poor hand. Does it not already hate you enough? Alright, let's do picking time. Okay, so my thought process here is I want to start by removing the ones that the texture is just not obvious on. So we're going to remove anything that isn't really textured, comparative especially to some of the other ones. So I think this one, that one, that one, that one, That's like minimal texture. I guess we can start the minimal textured ones. Should be that one. I like this one a lot, but I'm not sure how much texture I see. This is rough. Okay. Okay, so this one's super textured. I'll take out the ones that I think are like top picks right now. Okay, so these three are down. So let's look at the other criteria. So these 4 are like in the running for sure. So these 3, let's talk like unique, execution, prompts. Okay. I guess if we're comparing these 3, I think this one's idea in it of itself is unique. It's such a unique take on the prompt of blooming, but I think in comparison to the other ones here, I don't know if the texture is as noticeable. And I think with this one too, the texture could be boosted just a bit more, and it would be like really textured. Like these all definitely show texture, but it's now like whose texture is texturing the most. Does that make any sense? Whose texture is texturing? That's so funny. Alright. This is, yeah, okay, so these 4 are definitely my top contenders right now. Okay. So I gotta get rid of 1. The battle of the texture. Things are about to get tactical. That was really good. I liked that, Lambie. Thank you. Let me blow these up bigger so we can see them a little closer. So we can see the good work you did. The good old textures. Okay, I want to see those textures nice and close up to my face. Okay. Okay. This is a difficult decision. This one. First, okay, so I think these 2 are definitely in the running. Because I think they're definitely filling there. But these 2. Chat, help me. We got here on the left, we got Sunnies. And here on the right, we got Casseroli. What if you had to pick one of these to place? Like, yes, I want that to place. Which one? Left or right? Favoring a left. Alright. Got the yellow and we got the red. 2 different vibes here. Two for left. 2 for left. The right one thought the flowers were just a bush. Oh, interesting with the blooming. People like the left. I think the left is winning. Oh no. Left colors, damn. Alright. Wow. Prompts left, texture right. Oh, damn. Okay, well, there's a lot of votes for left, so I'm going to say that that's the one. All right, now we got to place them. Damn, guys. Making my life easier, though. Thank you, chat, for being here. If I had to do this without a chat, I would never. I would cry if I had to pick without you guys' help, so thank you. Thank you for helping me. All right, picking time. So, I think first things first, I think that this one is going to be third. I think if I'm thinking of the texture itself, these 2 have more texture. And my cat is awake. Hello, kitty cat. Okay, can you want to say hi? Oh, I've locked her in my room, so I gotta do this quick so she doesn't scream at me. Good morning. Sorry, I closed the door. You want to leave? Okay, wait, give me a second. I gotta let my cat out. No? You don't want to leave? Can you make your mind up? Do you want this open? Go. Okay, well now my cat won't leave. Great. she can't. Can you go or not? Yeah, get out of here. Bye. I don't get it. I opened the door for her and she doesn't even leave. Okay. Alright, these two. Oh, here's a good question. Has Star Timers won first place before? This would make a difference. Let's find out. I have all the winners. Let's see. Nope. No. No. That's Kit. Lamby. Doodle. Okay, so Star Timers does not win first. Okay. So this might... What the heck? My cat just made a weird noise. Why are you weird? So, I think this might be Star Timers' first place placing. Because I really like what they did here. Yeah. I think this is... I gotta make things a little smaller. Hold on. I'm going to... This looks correct to me. This feels right to me. What do you guys think? I think this feels right to me. Yes? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like this. Okay. I think I know the moderator's pick. Hold on. I think. Yes. They all picked the same one. Because of course they did. This is also mod pick. So good job, Sunny. My moderators also really liked your art. All right. All right. Let's write the names. Star Timer. And then we have Cloneka. And then we have Sunny 2 times. Double Sunny. Yay! Congratulations to everyone who has won. I definitely think we'll do texture again, and I'll definitely specify a little better. I'll definitely put examples this time, but it probably won't be for a few months, so we can get a break and do some other stuff. I also will tell you now, it is April now, which means we are slowly getting closer to Art Fight. It happens in July every year. And I always like to have Art Fight in our server as well. Like, it's not mandatory, but, like, I always like to run, like, make it a part of the server where, like, you guys can talk to each other about Art Fight and post stuff for Art Fight. So, we have April, we have May, and we have June. And then in July, we are going to have a break from monthly challenges. So, there will not be a July monthly challenge because there will be Art Fight happening. I'm going to be participating. So, like, in July... Think of it as a time to break and do something else, right? So, if anyone wants to do Art Fight, I'm currently already making new references for my characters because I need better ones. So if you guys think you're going to participate, definitely make some character references. You've got like 3 months, so you have time if you start now. Don't start a week before. But... because of that, just keep in mind that once July comes, we'll take a break. I'll still stream my critiques, and I'll probably do some Art Fight streams, even. Well, I'll do some art. I have an idea of what I like to do a challenge for myself every year for Art Fight, and I think this year I'm gonna do a ginormous like mass attack because I've never done one before, and I think that's like the only thing I'm gonna make. Which means like if anyone attacks me, I will draw your character back, and they will go into this final posting. So I probably won't post it till the end of the year, of the month, but that's my goal. So I might work on it on stream. But with that in mind, now we gotta talk about next month. Let's do it. So I already brought it up because you guys voted. But next month we have okay, let's go here. Thank you. We have magic for your subject, and then we have surrealism for technique. So we had a big discussion about surrealism already, but I will remember to post examples. Not right away. I'll probably give you guys some time to brainstorm on your own, and then maybe in a week or two I will post some examples for you guys of some surrealist stuff. And then the subject being magic, I think, is going to be really cool with surrealism because they're both weird. So I think there's going to be some really awesome stuff made for this one. The weirder you are, the better you're going to be doing. Do not try to make anything that makes sense. Your art should not make any sense. That is surrealism. Surrealism should not make sense. So the less you think, the better it will be. Cool. With that in mind, thanks everyone. Here's the winners again, for those who missed it. Thanks everyone for coming. I will be reaching out to all the winners very shortly in your DMs for what you want for your prize drawing. Yeah. I can't wait to see what you guys do in April. I'm excited. Thanks everyone. This was great. And my title is a lie. If you did not realize, it is April Fool's today. This is not our last stream. I lied to you all. Okay, goodbye.